What is up, you guys? Today we got a little different of a video. I'm actually going to my buddy Phil's. He flies helicopters, and he's got that 911, and he also has another special vehicle. We're going to review that, but I'm going to do a little bit of a vlog today. I want to see how this turns out. We got the Tesla. This thing's pretty awesome. It's going to drive itself, hopefully. We'll put that on the highway and see what it's like, but I'm going to hit the road, and I will see you guys there. Driving herself, man, it's weird. It's weird to see this. I don't know why. It's super confusing. I absolutely love this thing, and it's got about 3,600 miles on it now. I mean, it's, there's people on the road. It's doing a pretty good job. It's kind of scary at times, but I mean, overall, I'm like very impressed with how this thing drives. And it is definitely, like, at first, it's weird to get used to, but I mean, look at that. Hands right here. My hands are off the wheel. There's the wheel. It's taking this corner. It's taking this turn. I mean, it's a little weird. It even has this new thing. The new update has navigate on autopilot. I don't know how well that works, because I still think that unless there's a car in front of you, it won't slow down. Like, it sees a car right now, so it's slowing down. But if there's not a car in front of you, I'm pretty sure it'll just run the light and keep going. I have to check in on that and on how the new update works. Like, I have not touched anything yet. I mean, this thing is impressive. I am extremely impressed. I mean, like I said, it's about to go off again, and we got a little bit of a, it's accelerating. It's doing its thing. I'm not doing anything right now. I absolutely love this thing. All you got to do is touch the wheel every now and then for a few, it just says to lightly apply pressure to the wheel. That's all you got to do. But other than that, this thing is a blast. It'll change lanes and everything for you. Put her back in autopilot, and let's just coast for the rest of this trip. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's showing the navigate on autopilot. I don't know if it's working or not. I don't think it is right now, but I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna cruise right about, let's just go 68 miles an hour, 67, 68. I'm just gonna enjoy the trip. This thing is a blast. All right, guys, we made it to my buddy Phil's hangar. This is Phil. You guys have seen him from the Porsche review. That was his 911, and since I've driven that, I've been told that it's gotten a little more mods, right?
Yeah, I got a Cobb tuning access port, and in the process of I put in the stage 2, and I'm going to see a Cobb master tuner once a couple other parts come in, and we're going to fine tune it even more. So
what numbers are we talking?
Our target is 650 wheel.
650 wheel
on stock turbos.
And that thing is 480 stock?
480 stock, yes. So, nice.
It was already scary fast the time I drove it. Okay, well, we'll have to do something with that.
Definitely.
But anyway, today we're reviewing Phil's other car. So he has an all-wheel drive Porsche. He's like, I need a daily, so he picked up a rear-wheel drive supercharged V8 BMW.
It was totally a smart decision.
But it's not just any BMW. It's the 7 Series, but it's even more special than that. It's an Alpina V7. So we're going to get to that shortly. That'll be another video. But today, Phil flies helicopters for a living. He's going to show me around his helicopter. He's going to show me around a little bit of what he does, give you a little tour, drop a little knowledge on you. So let's get to it.
Alrighty.
The airframe has a really high crash rating. It's a very powerful aircraft, and it's very capable. It's also very small. You can see the dimensions of the from tip to tip. I mean, you could literally land this thing in a parking lot, surrounded by other cars, and really only need a couple cars on either side as space. So it could fit in a lot of hard to get areas. And if you need to get maneuverable, which I do a lot with my job flying around the power lines, she will do anything you want her to do. It's a really incredible aircraft.
It's pretty awesome here. I mean, All right, let's take a look a little bit at the inside. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty damn comfortable inside.
They are very uncomfortable, actually.
It looks so.
Yeah, after an hour, your back is screaming. All right, so your basic flight controls, you have the cyclic right here, which controls your forward and aft pitch, as well as your side-to-side banking or roll. And then your collective right here is kind of like your gas pedal. Now it has a throttle that's hooked to that's connected to a governor, so it adds fuel to the engine based on the position or the angle of attack that you're pulling, or the pitch you're pulling with the collective. So if you pull up, it's going to increase the angle of attack in the main rotor blades, and you're going to get more lift. Simultaneously, that governor is going to shoot more gas into the engine. You're going to get more power. And the opposite effect. And when you lower collective, it takes the pitch out of the main rotor blades. You're getting less power to the engine, and that's when you're going to come down to land. Now, during that process, you have torque that's being applied by the engine and transmission. And for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So if you add power, the helicopter, or the torque from the engine and transmission is going to want to spin the helicopter the opposite way the blades are turning. So you have to counter that with your anti-torque pedals back here, and that's what controls the yaw of the aircraft back here in the tail rotor. Mm-hmm. So as you're pulling power or lowering power, you got that engine torque wanting to spin the opposite direction, main rotor blades. So you use your anti-torque pedals and either add right or left pedal, and what that does is it controls the yaw of the aircraft, so you can keep the aircraft straight and level.
All right, guys, so we, well, not me, I didn't do anything, but Phil, he just gave us some, he dropped some knowledge on this pretty awesome machine here, and he taught us a little something. He's got some pretty cool cars. He's got the Porsche, he's got the Beamer. I got the Tesla with me today, so we're gonna go out. We're gonna do a little driving in a second. He says you've never been in an electric car, right?
I have, and it was a Prius, and I put it into a wall. I had no idea it was on, and then I hit the gas. I didn't realize I was in forward instead of reverse, and I was trying to back out of a spot. Ended up putting it over the bumper curb, or the little bumpers they have in the parking lot, into a wall. That was my first time in an electric car.
So with the Tesla, that's a little promising.
Yes. Give me the keys, man. Oh, there's no keys, right?
There's a key card and a smartphone app. With the Tesla, you'll never know it's on. There's no way to turn it on. You get in, you put the little key fob thing on the little section for it, press the brake, it's got like a top-mounted shift knob, put it in drive and go on. You'll never hear it turn on, nothing. So
that sounds just as reassuring as that Prius.
But no, we'll in a little bit here we'll go for a drive. I'll show you kind of how it is, and I think you'll be surprised. It's stupid fast. They rated it when it came out at 3.5 seconds. With the newest update, they're rating 3.3 seconds to 60. I've done a little testing, on a test track. Never on the road. We don't ever do that. We only drive on test tracks. I've seen it as low as 3.13 seconds flat.
Whoa,
and
that's supercar territory.
That is I wouldn't say budget, because it's still like $80,000 car. I mean, you get tax incentives and stuff. They've actually dropped the price on them. The performance model is now $55,000 base, but once you add the upgrades and the autopilot, it's like $70,000. But I mean, that's a lot of car for your money. It's something you can drive every day for $70,000 that has that kind of power.
And keep up with a Huracan.
And yeah, keep up with a Huracan. And when you run out of gas, in a Huracan, you just keep driving this thing, or it charges 50% of the charge in like 20 minutes, and then charges the full. If you go to a charging station, that one has free supercharging for life. So if you charge at a station, you can get 160 miles an hour of charge in that thing, and it charges the first 80% extremely quick, and it trickles down and charges the last 20%. So what I do with that is, I'll go throw it at the charging station there's a Meyer charging station in Dublin. I'll go put it there. I'll go into Meyer, just walk around for a half hour, and by the time I'm back, whatever the 150 miles I went coming in is up to 270, 295. So it's perfect for me.
So with this autopilot thing, can you theoretically just set it from destination or point A to point B, let it drive itself, so you can just sit there, crack a beer, and
so they actually, the tech is pre-fitted in this car. However, government regulations right now will not let that actually happen just yet. So what they're doing with every update, it's getting a little smarter. So right now when you get on the highway, it'll give you the indicator to turn the autopilot on. You click the lever twice, hold on the wheel and it'll start going. We'll stay in the lane. It's fantastic. You'd be surprised how well it works. Every few seconds, or not 3 seconds, every few minutes or so, you have to apply a light force to the wheel. That's how it knows that you're still there, because I don't want you falling asleep behind the wheel. But I mean, on my entire drive up here, there was a thing called Navigate on Autopilot. It doesn't always show it, but I clicked on that, got on the highway, it got off, took exits for me, and it got me all the way to right in front of here, and then it's like, all right, time for you to take over. So I was just chilling.
That's right.
I was doing a little vlogging. I was doing,
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we'll go for a drive here pretty soon. But I figured it'd be pretty cool to check out the copter. I mean, this thing's awesome. So
I love it. Yeah.
So we're gonna get to the Tesla. We'll see you in there.
Put it into motion. She been talking, knowing I got it going. Never letting them demons win. You can't even try and boss me in. Try and boss me out like a king, man. I'ma go for my dreams, man. Like, let me just floss. 120K streams last month, stop. Only let the numbers just talk. Address me as your boss. I don't wanna talk about who's really hot if it's not me. Cause I'm cocky, probably faded at the